Hello and welcome to Power Play On Demand. My name is Laura. I'm here with Allie and Kelly today to give you a 30-minute Zen workout. In this workout, we will be doing both yoga as well as Pilates moves. So set your plate for 30 to 35 hertz on low and follow along. Remember to keep pressing repeat on that plate to keep that vibration going. All right, ladies, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a pigeon pose or pigeon stretch. So we're going to come onto our plate, taking the leg across the plate, shifting the hips, squaring them up, and then simply coming into that stretch. Think about lengthening the spine as you come over that leg, creating a stretch through the glutes and opening up through the hips. Focus on breath, pulling it deep into your belly, and let's switch to the opposite side. So throughout this workout, I want you to be thinking about breath. In addition to allowing that vibration to come up into the hips, the joints, the muscle tissue, and fibers, we really want to pull that breath deep into the belly, allowing ourselves to relax into those stretches and letting the vibration do the work. As you can see, both the ladies are relaxing, squaring up the hips right over that plate. Nice long spine throughout. Same here with Allie as she's on the personal plate, keeping the hips square as she moves through this stretch. Let's move and turn around. Come with me, ladies. We're going to put the knee onto the plate. We're going to come into a kneeling hip flexor stretch. So lift the arm, elongate through the torso, even allowing the eye gaze to come up to the ceiling. We want to find that vibration coming up into that hip flexor, that quad, allowing ourselves a bit of blood flow and warmth into that hip joint as well. And let's switch sides. Again, as you move through these stretches, reminding yourself to breathe, to allow breath to come not just into the lungs, not just surface breathing, but deep into the belly. Taking the shoulders, relaxing through those shoulders as you allow that stretch and that warmth coming right down into that hip flexor. We're going to move into a balance move. So I want you to step up onto the plate and then balance on one leg. So alternating legs, balancing, and simply stepping down all the way off the plate, coming up onto the other side and balancing. Now, anytime you feel unsteady, feel free to hold onto the column, or if you're on a personal plate, you can always use a chair, or perhaps in this case, Allie can use the pole in the corner to allow herself to have a little bit more stability as she works through some balance moves. Let's go ahead and repeat from the beginning all of these stretches. We're coming back down into that pigeon stretch. So in this round, as you elongate the spine, I want you to walk through from one side to the other. So maybe walk yourself over to the foot, and then slowly move back over to the hip and knee, finding those tight spots, moving deep into your belly, and allowing that stretch to happen. And let's switch legs. Same thing. Once you've found that movement, go ahead and shift those hips, and then just walk yourself through from one side to the other. You can see here Kelly's even coming down onto the forearms. If that feels comfortable, feel free to come down, deepening that stretch. And on the personal plate, you can see Allie's kind of reaching out, finding a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more length, a little bit more depth in those stretches. And let's turn around, coming back into that hip flexor. So open yourselves up right to the ceiling. Finding the breath, relaxing through the shoulders, pulling it deep into the belly. And switch sides. So not only are we warming up the body and preparing it for the work that we're going to have in our next section, our yoga section, but we'll release some of the tension that we have as well. So when I say relax the shoulders, just letting them sink, your shoulder blades sink into your back pockets. Allowing that to happen with each breath, a little bit more relaxation. And release them. Let's come back to that balance move, stepping right up onto that plate. Always keeping that knee a little soft, Allowing that vibration to stay in the soft tissues. Noticing the instability as the vibration travels up from the feet, through the fascia, the muscle. It's okay to feel a bit wobbly. Finding our edge. It's where we know where the challenge is. If you wobble, no worries. Put the toe down for a moment onto the plate or hold on to that column. And last one. Excellent. We're going to move into our yoga section now. So we're going to do 3 yoga moves. We're starting with Malasana, or a yoga squat. So we're actually going to do that on top of the plate. You have a couple of options if perhaps your flexibility is not quite where my girls are. So go ahead and sink on down. If you're on one of the larger plates, feel free to hold on to the plate or even face the machine and hold on to the column. If you feel comfortable, elbows can come to the inside of the knees and hands to heart center. So Kelly's got my option here, holding onto the plate, giving her a little bit extra. So just lengthening through the spine, sitting those hips down, trying to find that relaxation point. Sometimes this is quite a difficult move. And let's go ahead, inhale, stand on up, and we're coming to tree pose. Now as we reach to the ceiling, we're going to bring our foot next to the opposite ankle. And you can stay there with this pose. So I've asked Allie to demonstrate this option, where her foot is simply next to the ankle, knee is open to the side, abs are braced, she's reaching tall to the sky. Kelly has actually brought her foot up to the calf, below the knee, so that we keep that knee joint safe, but a little bit more of a challenge here because she's standing on that one foot. Ladies, let's exhale and come to the other side. Inhale. Again, finding the option that works for you is key as we hold these yoga poses for about 30 seconds. Now think about relaxing through the shoulders, creating a nice long neck as you reach those fingers to the ceiling. Just letting that vibration do the work, creating that instability. And let's exhale, coming all the way back down to yoga squat. So as we sit those hips down, again, you can hold on to the plate or bring hands to heart center, those elbows to the inside of the thighs, opening up through the hip. So our hips are often one of the tightest parts of our body. This is a great move to really help us to find a little bit more flexibility, keeping us functionally safe as we move the rest of our day. And hopefully diminishing some of those chronic ailments, pains, etc. that we feel. And let's inhale. Right back up into tree pose. Again, find the option that works for you, whether it's foot on the plate or foot on the opposite calf. Reaching with the fingers, pulling those shoulders down. And then start to dial back into that breath. Don't let yourself breathe into the lungs or shallow breath. Pull all the way down into the belly. Exhale and inhale, other side. Once you feel stable, focus on the spine, length through the spine. Shoulder blades come down away from the ears. And your breath coming in deep. Maybe staring at one spot on the floor or the wall. Let's exhale, coming back down into yoga squat. So with each progressive round, again, we want to feel a little bit more warmth. Perhaps it becomes a little bit easier to stay in this position. And don't be afraid to put some dynamic movement into the moves, into the work at this point. So in this yoga squat, we can sit and move side to side. Again, just opening out through those hips, lifting the spine, lifting through the crown of the head. We inhale, coming back to tree pose. So in this round, I want you to not only be aware of your breath, but start thinking about the knee that is opening up, this hip that's doing the work. We want to open it up to the side while keeping the hips square to the front. You should have a little bit more hip flexibility at this point with those yoga squats leading us into these tree poses. Exhale, and inhale, coming back to the other side. Again, focusing on breath first, and then opening up that leg to the side of the room. At any point if you feel wobbly, put that foot back down, right back down onto the plate. The vibration of the plate makes this move additionally challenging. You're already standing or balancing basically on one foot. Exhale, back down into yoga squat. So we have 2 more rounds of this work. So let's lift that spine up. And then again, think about pulling that breath deep down. Oftentimes when we're compressed like this, we forget to breathe. We breathe way up in our shoulders. Instead, elongate the spine, find space within you, and pull that breath deep, deep into the body. Inhale, right back up into tree pose. Now, for those of you at home that might be quite flexible or feel that you're ready for that next challenge, you can always take the foot above the knee. We want to avoid placing the foot against the knee, just for knee safety. But if you feel quite comfortable and have flexibility throughout the hip, you can certainly take that foot above that knee and hold that tree pose there. Exhale, inhale, and other side. Still finding space through the neck and shoulders. Dialing into the breath, coming into the belly. Opening up through the hip. And we have 1 more round, coming back down into that yoga squat. It's our last opportunity to really work through those hips and open them up. So again, find that little bit of movement side to side. Lots of length through the spine. Hopefully you're feeling a bit warm, a little tingly from the vibration. Letting that vibration do all of this wonderful work for our fascia, joints, our muscle tissues. Inhale. Coming right back up into tree pose one last time. Immense amount of instability in your body is fighting against in this moment. And I'm still asking you to find a bit of calmness, find your center, find your breath. Listen to the body. Exhale, inhale, other side. Turn the mind inward, focusing on breath and movement. Feeling what the body is doing, how it's reacting to that vibration. And release. We're going to move into our Pilates segments. We're going to come down off the plate and start with a plank. Allie's going to be showing the option on the knees, whereas Kelly's going to be up on the toes throughout the movement. So starting with that plank, let's place the hands on the plate. Shifting your weight forward, we want shoulders to be stacked directly over fingers or knuckles, and then tucking our tailbone, creating a nice long line through the spine. So our eyes are actually focused slightly out in front of the fingers, so that our spine is long all the way from the crown of our head through the tailbone. Looks beautiful. And let's shift. We're going to move into a leg scissor. So ladies, flip on over. If you're on personal plate, Allie's got an option for you for that leg scissor. Whereas Kelly and I, if we have one of the larger plates with a column, I'm going to show you the option to use that column. So we can hold on here, and then our legs are going to move in that scissor pattern. Pulling abs in. You can see Allie has her hands on the floor behind that leg, still extending out, moving through that scissor motion, and focusing on breath. So now we're really engaging that core in this Pilates segment. We've got about 3 more seconds, 2 and 1. And let's shift gears. We're going to turn slightly to the side for a Russian twist. So again, Allie's showing you the option you can use. space for that personal weight, with the feet right down on the floor. Otherwise, you can bring those feet right up. If you are on a larger plate, but you need just a little bit of a modification, again, bring those feet down, still rotating through that torso, working those obliques. And making sure you're breathing, always breathing. And we start over, we go back to that plank movement. So round two, flip on over ladies, and let's shift that weight forward. Shoulders right over the knuckles, tuck that tailbone. Dialing into bringing that vibration all the way up into our core. Elbows are soft, making sure that we're staying athletic and slightly engaged through our suspension system to keep that vibration in the muscle tissue and out of the bone. And let's flip right back down over to those leg scissors. So challenging that core again, right here. Now, again, another modification you can do, bending the knees, creating a shorter lever for the abs to have to work against. So that little bit of a knee bend can help make it a little more achievable. The longer the legs, the more challenging it's going to be for our core. And let's go right back into that Russian twist. So as we do these twists, one little tip for you at home, make sure we're not just moving the arms side to side, we're actually rotating through the torso. We're gonna make sure that the obliques are kicking in, that it doesn't become just a shoulder exercise, that it is an abdominal exercise. Breath, 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 opening up through that sternum, keeping that twist. This part's gonna become quite challenging. We're gonna have a lot of fire through the core, and let's switch. Flipping back over into that plank position. Now with each consecutive round, I'm going to keep working just as hard, if not more so, by being more engaged with what your body is feeling. So in this plank, think about tucking that tailbone under and really engaging through the core as we do this move. It's mental as much as it is physical. And let's flip over, ladies, right back to that leg scissor. About lifting that chest, and as you work here, engaging not just those surface abdominals, but those transverse abdominals by pulling in deep into that muscle tissue. Those transverse abdominals are the ones that actually keep our low back safe, as well as work as nature's girdle, pulling everything in nice and tight. We have 5 more seconds. How are we doing? Under 5. And let's switch right into that Russian twist. Well, the good news is, this is the end of the 3rd round. We have 2 more. That's good news, right? Yes. So these Russian twists are a great way to whittle away that waistline. Again, don't be afraid to take that option. What the key is that we want to keep moving, keep utilizing that vibration, keep pressing that repeat button. 3, 2, and round 4. Let's come back down into that plank. A little bit of fire through the midsection at this point. Pull those shoulders down away from the ears, tuck that tailbone, and let's hang on to that nice long spine. Now, hopefully you haven't forgot to breathe. All right, we tend to hold our breath at this point. So focus on breath, just like we did in the yoga statement. We still want to make sure that we're pulling breath deep into the belly, oxygenating the muscles, and letting that vibration do the work. And let's come back to that leg scissor. This is where things start to get really challenging, team. So you can hold on there, fight through this, take a break, take a couple of repetitions, maybe sit up, relax, release, and then come right back in, get right back to work. The key is that every week when you come and join us on Power Play On Demand, maybe you do just one more repetition or try something with the one advanced version. Always making progression, change, working. Let's go with that Russian twist. And rotate. Remember to open up through that chest and have a nice long spine as we're working. Got this lovely calm music in the background. I feel like I'm losing my breath. How about you two? Pilates is no joke. Power play is no joke. We're accelerating and optimizing our results with all that vibration. And one last round. Come back down into that plank with us. Again, shoulders away from your shift weight, tuck the tailbone. One last last opportunity to make our bodies into finely oiled machines, perhaps to change the course of our health and fitness, taking us one step closer to a healthier lifestyle. And let's flip over, leg scissor. Reaching back, lifting through that chest, elongating those legs, pulling that core in nice and tight, and breathe. Don't forget to breathe. So many things sometimes to think about, and that's the simplest one. Just breathe. Got about 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Last set of Russian twists. Thank goodness, right? Yeah. Hopefully you're staying right with us at home, working through this, challenging yourself. Using that vibration to really enhance what we're doing for our core. All right, team, 5 more seconds. Hang on, hang on. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, it's a challenging part. The greatest part of the workout, the massage. So feel free to stop your plate. Go ahead, set it to the highest setting. So on the person, you turn it to high. On the big plate, you can set it to 50 hertz high. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. If you wanna keep it at low, you absolutely can. So we're gonna change our plate settings, get them vibrating. We're gonna go down for a quadricep massage. So you can come right down, placing the big muscles of the quads onto the plate. You can be on the hands or all the way down on the forearms. We just want to put the belly of the muscle right onto the plate. And then simply move the legs side to side. Just getting as much of the muscle tissue as we can into the plate, into the vibration, so we can take advantage of all of the recovery benefits that vibration can offer to us. And ladies, let's go ahead and sit up. We're going to do hamstrings. So simply sit on the plate. Letting the edges of your legs right at the knee to come off the plate, and then we can use our own body weight to enhance that massage. You can just push the thigh right into that plate, get a little bit more out of that vibration. Again, we're going to put the belly of the muscle right on the vibration, working through each little muscle tissue, allowing that to help us recover. It's a great way, not just for the muscle, but the fascia. We often forget about the importance of fascia. So the plate, the vibration, is actually one of the best ways that we can help to reduce inflammation, to improve the elasticity of that fascia. And child's pose. So we're going to come down. I'm going to ask the ladies to go ahead, take your pad, you can put that right on the floor. And then we're going to reach behind the plate, sinking in to that child's pose. So finding the release through the lats, the arms, and then that travel into the back. And just focusing on the breath, pulling everything into the belly. So that we can do either cobra or baby cobra, depending on what's comfortable. So just a little bit of an angle so you guys can see what's happening here. But we can drop down here, or we can come down even onto the knees, lifting up, or onto the forearms. And the key is we're going to keep the low back safe. So you can see Allie's got quite a lot of flexibility through the low back, so she can pull up into that full cobra position while still feeling comfortable, tight to the core to support her back. Kelly as well has dropped her hips down, is able to place her hands. Don't feel pressured to take any one option. Always listen to your body, honor your body. So if that means you're down on the forearms or down on the knees, that's what we want you to do, so you can come back here, be safe, be strong, and work out with us. every day on Power Play On Demand. So let's flip back over to those quads, do a good massage. So we're gonna go through each of those exercises one more time. So coming back down, putting those quads right on top of that plate. And then just shift those legs side to side. Allowing yourself to relax. Take the mind, focus it back on breath. And on the feeling of that vibration, what it's doing to the muscle tissue. And let's flip over, coming back to that hamstring. Again, sitting right on the edge of that plate. And putting those big muscles right into that vibration. Rotating from side to side. Now you saw that the ladies and I actually did this in what we call toe socks. That's absolutely an option. You can be barefoot, you can be in socks, you can actually be in your tennis shoes if that feels more comfortable for you at home. Don't be afraid to try a few of those options and see how it feels. Vibration's still going to have those wonderful, optimized, accelerating results no matter what you do. And let's come back down into child's pose. Just think about pulling away from the plate. Breathing deep into the belly. Relaxing into that movement. Letting the vibration travel up through the upper body, into the back. And one last time, let's move into that cobra or baby cobra position to finish up our class today. Shoulders down away from your ears. A few more deep breaths into the belly. I want to thank both Ali and Kelly for joining us today. Thank you for coming and taking Zen with us. We hope to see you back on the plate very soon.